One afternoon, in the middle of your workday, you get a call from your child's school. There's been an outbreak of measles among your child's classmates. How do you respond? We'll come back to this question at the end of my discussion. Thankfully, with the use of vaccinations, cases of measles are nearly non-existent. However, outbreaks do still occur. Although we have vaccinations to prevent the spread of disease, there is a growing population of individuals who choose not to vaccinate their children. However, I encourage you to educate yourself and please vaccinate your children. I'd like to take a few minutes to discuss the benefits of vaccinations and debunk some of the myths that are currently surrounding them. It is my goal to encourage you as parents or future parents to have your children vaccinated. The development of such vaccinations has also created a healthier community and extended the average life expectancy. So, how do they work? Let's examine this for a minute. So, vaccines produce immunity from disease and can be administered by injection, by mouth, or through an aerosol spray. Vaccinations are an injection of a killed or weakened organism that produces an immunity in the body against that specific organism. Now, as defined by vaccines.gov, which was last updated in January of 2017, herd immunity or community immunity is the protection against disease within a group. There are some individuals who cannot yet receive vaccinations, like infants, or even pregnant women, or immunocompromised individuals. So they rely on the community around them to protect them against diseases by getting vaccinated. Building an immunity in the community leads to containment of viruses and diseases. There is a growing notion that because many diseases have already been contained, there is no further need to protect society against them. However, there is a huge difference between containment and eradication, and currently, according to the historyofvaccines.org, smallpox is the only infectious disease worldwide that has been completely eradicated. Containment involves preventing the contraction and or spread of infectious disease. Vaccinations are still needed to protect society. Let's use cases of the measles as an example. This graph from the CDC Morbidity and Mortality Weekly Report in 2014 depicts lives that have been saved by the measles vaccination. As you can see, from 1985 to 2013, there has been a significant decrease in deaths from measles. Now, let's compare that graph to this graph. This graph depicts cases of measles from 2001 to 2014. This is also in the MMWR report from the CDC in 2014. And as you can see, there's been low number of cases of measles in the United States through these years. However, there's a significant spike in 2014. Now, according to this report from the CDC, 77% of these cases in 2014 were among individuals who were not vaccinated. I have provided a link for you below my video to the PDF file for this MMR report from the CDC if you'd like to look into it further. Now, while there is overwhelming evidence to support the claim that vaccines protect society, many people still continue to question its safety. There are myths out there that try to deter individuals from vaccinating their children. Some people believe that natural immunity is better than vaccine-acquired immunity. Now, in some cases, natural immunity is just fine, but the risk of death in certain disease outweigh the risks from vaccinations. For example, according to publichealth.org, which backs current research, your chance of death from symptoms of measles is around 1 in 500, whereas your risk for even just a severe allergic reaction to the MMR vaccine is less than 1 in a million. Now, some people also think that autism is linked to vaccinations. However, Andrew Wakefield, the man who made this claim and published this study, has since lost his license and the study has been retracted. There is now evidence to support that autism develops in utero. Obviously, it's important to make a decision that you believe is in your child's best interest, but please take these facts into consideration. Now you know a little bit about how vaccines work, their effect on society, and a few myths that are floating around. I've provided you with further literature on the subject in case you want to investigate on your own time. While vaccines are continued to be questioned and denied, it's clear that they're vital to society's health. I encourage you to consider vaccination for your children. Now, back to my original question. How would you respond to a call from your child's school claiming there's cases of measles present? Is your child protected?